Hello, and in this video I want to discuss Hill Song controversy. Now, when people discuss Hill Song controversy, usually they're talking about, I think, one of the members who left, and he made his money and then obviously said that he's now pro-LGBTQ, he no longer believes in God, etc. These kind of scandals seem to follow, Hill Song members and pastors, okay? However, the latest one is that Hill Song is known for being anti-LGBTQ, okay? And that's the reason why some celebrities are abandoning Hill Song, because they are anti-LGBTQ. Now, let me just give you an allegory for a second. I have a company, okay, and I have leaders around me, sort of team around me, and I have to go on a holiday somewhere for maybe a couple of months, could be a year or something, and I say to the team working for me, these are my rules, okay, and I want you to stick to these rules as closely as possible, okay? And then I go away. In fact, Jesus did a parable on that, okay? And I go away. Then my team start to change the rules because someone comes in from the outside and says, well, I don't like this rule here, or I don't like that, I want to change it. And my team do not consult me. Instead, they says, well, okay, in order for the company to survive, I'm going to go against, the original format, and I'm going to change it until my company becomes almost unrecognizable. Foreign forces has come in and started to change things in order to survive in a modern world. So what I stood for no longer is in the picture. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. What I find interesting is that it's the same thing happening to the church today. There are rules and regulations and principles, moral principles, that we're supposed to abide by. We're not supposed to be like the world. We're supposed to be different to the world in our morality, in our ethics, in the way we are. In fact, just to go into this, you now have, they call it, get your praise on. Witches. They're now claiming they're speaking in tongues and they go into praise and worship. I wonder, will the liberal T.D. Jakes and the liberal Joel Austin also embrace these witches? They begin to realize the rules has been changed to such degree. It's no longer Christianity. It's become New Age Christianity. It's become a liberal religion. And Christ is not allowed. He's not in the picture. He's not even a footnote, because the liberals are now controlling the churches. They don't control the mosque, but they control the churches. They don't even control Sikhism, but they'll control the church. Back to my point. They said that Hill Song is controversial because it's anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ, etc. Okay, they'll be accusing the church of being anti-witches soon, if you don't accept witches, right? However, what's interesting, the way they worded it, you would think now that most churches are pro-LGBTQ. Most churches. Is that true? So Seventh-day Adventist, New Testament Church of God, Prophecy, Methodist, Baptist, Apostolic, are they all pro-LGBTQ? Because the way in which they worded it, that Hill Song is known for its controversial anti-LGBTQ stance. Well, You would think in that case then, all the churches are reading from the same script. All the churches. See, I have a piece of music here, okay? Somewhere over the rainbow, okay? And it's written in C major. As long as everybody sings in C major, okay, it's not on yet, right? As long as everybody sings in C major, or should I play it on this one? Well, that's on the organ. I don't want an organ sound, right? Then, of course, why is it not turning on for? Oh, strange. Oh, strange. Why is it turning on? Okay, let's continue looking at it in a second. Oh, no wonder. I think my cats have been in here and they've stepped on the cord. Okay, my cats have been in here. Okay, as long as you're singing in C major, everybody will sing in the same tune, okay, the same line. You're not going to sing out of line. But if you change it to B major or D, then it all sounds in chaos. And this is what's happening. This is what's happening. So this is C major. Okay, that's C major. If somebody starts to sing in B major, okay, it changes. Okay, you all have to sing in the same key. And that's what's happening in the world today. The churches are singing in the same key as the New World Order. They are singing exactly what is given to them by the satanic government. Not from God, but from the government. The government tells the church, we gave you the charity status, we gave you a charity license, so therefore you better play ball game, or you start paying tax. So they all sing from the same music sheet. In that case, Apostolic, Baptist, Methodist, Seventh Adventist, are they all singing from the same music sheet in C major? Are they all singing somewhere over the rainbow? Makes you wonder. A lot of churches now, they're playing a game with the congregation for money. They're not going to tell you what their real truths are. And the reason being, they want tithes. You ask your church, read Romans and Corinthians, and you ask them, do you take it seriously? You're getting my tithe out of my pocket every single week. Maybe twice a week the pastor comes knocking at your door because he wants money. I was brought up when I had a pastor knocking on my door with a begging bowl. Twice a week they come, Sunday or Saturday, and they come knocking at your door because they want money. Okay? I don't see that in the Bible, when the disciples come knocking on people's doors for money. However, you ask them, do you take Corinthians seriously or Romans? If you can dilute it, if you can water it down, where else in the Bible can you water down? Shall we now question the Trinity of Christ? Shall we now question, the Christ's resurrection? Where do we draw the line? But the church, they will draw the line as much as they can, as long as they're getting paid. They will change the rules to suit the rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow, they will change the rules. And this is what's happening. You ask them, before you pay your good tithes, do you take Corinthians and Romans seriously? You ask them. And if they're shy or they try to give an annotation, a liberal explanation or interpretation, you know they're playing a game. They really don't believe in the Bible. They're playing games witches now, witches, are saying they're now born again. They're mocking Christianity. In other words, they are mocking the church. They're mocking Jesus Christ. And they know the church has no foundation, no truth, and no love for God, that they will just about sell him out just so that they can get paid. So this Hill Song, controversy because it's known for its anti-LGBTQ. What about other churches? Are they pro-gay all of a sudden? Are they pro-LGBTQ? Where next? I did an article, a video 2 days ago. People said they want to now date their own mothers, their own fathers, etc. Should we also accept that and embrace it? You can see that the church is now become the mirror image of the world. And Christ says, be in the world, but not of it. If your church is so liberal, you have nothing to offer me. I might as well worship God in my own studio. I must well worship God here and do my praise and worship here. Because when you're praise and worship over there, you're praying to the devil. That's why you can't do no miracles. With all your praise and worshiping, and you can't even raise the dead. It tells you the source you're in touch with. As I says, even witches now call it get your praise on. There's no Christ there. Just Father, Spirit, and Spirit Divine. They removed the essence of redemption and salvation and the gospel. The church has become a joke.